The Hills say they are overwhelmed by the sheer number of people that have come out of the woodwork to help them rebuild. The Marine Patrol tells us boating under the influence is the leading cause of boater death nationwide. After Burton went before a judge, the court finally unsealed this 6-page affidavit in the case. As Trump supporters pack their way into the Cross Insurance Center there, those who oppose Donald Trump's candidacy are making their voices heard out here on the streets. The sexton was able to fill this plot back in with as much dirt as he could find, but as you can see, there's still a lot of work to be done to get this back to the peaceful resting place it once was. Burton is due to make his first court appearance on Wednesday here at the Piscataquis County Courthouse. This is the scene of Thursday night's barn fire, which as you can see, still smoldering there behind me nearly a day later. Police remain on scene here as well. Lobstermen like Darren Shute credit an increased demand for lobster and lobster meat. The farmers tell us the burglar or burglars broke into this trailer, stole all the expensive power tools. Hi, good afternoon, Catherine. Yeah, we're standing here in front of what's left of the Reed Mansion. As you can see, one of the most historic homes on the Midcoast reduced to rubble. Heavy rains and melting snow have also caused some significant flooding. They've got several teams of cutters that are rotating in and out here, taking samples, as well as plenty of people waiting in the wings, taking measurements, taking notes, and transporting the pieces into this dumpster. This is a KC-135R. It's in here for routine maintenance, and they've been nice enough to let us take a look inside. Thanks for joining us. A VZ woman says she feels lucky to be alive after a close call with carbon monoxide. 3 juveniles and 1 adult are facing charges following a crash that caused a power outage Thursday night. We begin once again tonight with that bitterly cold weather, so how much longer will it last? Let's get right to meteorologist Ariel Hooley. Finally tonight, a crowd of heroes and villains descended on Bar Harbor today to have some fun and raise some money for a good cause, and Zach Warren was there. Well, a happy ending for a New York City woman who accidentally tossed her rings in the trash. Also tonight, Portland police have released the name of the officer who fired the bullet in a deadly shooting. A Made in Maine tradition is happening tomorrow. Sugar houses throughout the state taking part in Maine Maple Sunday. This whole scene unfolded around 6 o'clock Tuesday evening when Bangor PD pulled over that silver car here in the Ledbetter's parking lot on Outer Hammond Street.
Well, we pulled in to get cigarettes, and then all of a sudden it was like police car after police car. Multiple gunshots.
That's what eyewitnesses reported seeing and hearing following what police say began as a traffic stop.
There's a gray car over there and a guy got pulled over and the cop was talking to him. He came up to the cop's car and he just leaned up against it, touched it, and the cop looked away to go look at paperwork and he bolted off into the woods.
A foot chase reportedly ensued heading towards the woods.
The driver of the automobile got out of the car and ran. The officer gave chase.
The more police cars showed up, they dig out their weapons and went into the woods and started chasing him.
That's when police say the shooting happened.
Subsequently, there was an officer-involved shooting. The individual that ran is deceased. The officer was not injured.
Eyewitness Ryan Wiley said he distinctly heard more than one gun firing.
I just heard 10 or 12 gunshots.
Coming from the woods?
Yeah.
Customers and staff at this busy convenience store shocked to see this all unfold.
It's a sad situation this close to Christmas. Very scary.
Since this was an officer-involved shooting, the state attorney general's office has taken over the investigation. The Cross Insurance Center full of Donald Trump fans Wednesday.
I support Donald Trump. I live on the island. It's a very a liberal island, so show my views.
Yeah, I was just jacked up. I said, I gotta go.
Troy Cormier drove all the way down from Jackman with his support visible for all to see.
90% of the people give you thumbs up and the rest of them give you the middle finger. You know how that goes.
How do you feel about his style? Do you like his style?
He has a style all of his own, doesn't he? He's very expressive and he's shaking it up a little.
As Trump supporters pack their way into the Cross Insurance Center there, those who oppose Donald Trump's candidacy are making their voices heard out here on the streets.
We don't want him here.
Many here holding signs saying Maine is no place for racism. Do you feel that he's a racist?
He's definitely made a lot of racist comments and definitely been against minorities, women, Muslims, Mexicans. So yes, I would agree that we believe he's a racist.
As supporters filed out, some came face-to-face with protesters, discussions getting heated at times as folks expressed their opposing views.
We shouldn't scapegoat Mexicans or Muslims. Instead, we should all come together to address these problems.
The good news, unlike some Trump rallies across the country, neither supporters nor protesters resorted to violence, keeping the peace before, during, and after Trump's speech. John Krinjak, WABI TV5 News, Bangor. To say Billy Wilson works hard would be an understatement.
I work at Circle K and Hannaford.
2 jobs, full-time.
Outstanding employee. He has not missed a single day.
Billy has to bike about 15 miles every day between downtown Bar Harbor here and his home in Town Hill. Lori Bartlett, a dispatcher for Bar Harbor PD, sees him making that trek in all sorts of weather.
I said, "Your bike looks really heavy. Is it?" And he said, "Yep, it's a heavy bike and it's kind of getting old and worn."
It's been taking me a good hour to get to work.
It came to me, well, what can I do to help him get a better bike?
So Bartlett made a post on the Bar Harbor Barter and Swap Facebook group, a post that caught Bar Harbor Bike Shop manager Adam Garapi's eye.
I wrote on there that I would help, and the next day we just had every 10 minutes people were walking in the door with a small amount of cash or a check.
How much, you ask?
$870.
All unbeknownst to Billy until now.
No, he has no idea.
Hopefully he's very excited.
As he walks in, Garapy breaks the good news.
So you now have a bike?
Oh my God.
From the town.
Is this on the news?
You had no idea that you were getting a new bike?
I had no idea.
Bartlett says she hopes others follow the example set by this generous community.
Shouldn't we be paying it forward always and kind of look out for each other?
Good to see Billy with a smile. I think it's going to stick. He realizes how much people really care about him.
I knew community was a thing. I just didn't know how strong of a thing it was. I'll thank the entire island. Thank you.
John Krinjak, WABI TV5 News, Bar Harbor.